This vegan mum wants to ban sausage sizzle meat. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, and we're going to have a talk about an article from news.com.au about a vegan mother who wants to ban meat sausages from her kids after footy club sausage sizzle. Now, we're going to see a lot of outdated assumptions here from the vegan mother, things that have been debunked, stuff that honestly I thought people had realized were complete bullshit. Now, I know veganism is all trendy and cool and people love to make all these outrageous claims about how unhealthy meat is. But here's a harsh reality. The majority of food that people consume in Western countries, where the standard American diet or standard Australian diet is pretty bad for you, it's not meat, it's carbohydrates. People are eating sugar-loaded carb fast food garbage with seed oils and rubbish, and then all of a sudden they're blaming the meat patty. Now, I've fallen off the wagon this year with my diet, and I've eaten, well, probably still pretty high meat base, but a lot of junk has crept in again. And if you look at the videos from the start of the year, you can see why we fell off the stress wagon. And I packed on the kilos. I know, and I'm trying to get into the zone again to start going probably back onto keto and using that to control my weight. And I've done it before. You can shed 20 kilos over a few months, or several months, probably a year, healthily and slowly if you change your diet up. But, well, looking at this example here, a mother trying to force her dietary recommendations onto the whole group, it's not going to go down well. And let's just go back to history. Okay, let's go right back to what the ancients taught. We'll go look at our Bible, the Christian Bible. I know some of the atheists won't like it, but bear with me. Cain and Abel. Who was the murderous evil son? And who was the one that God favored? Was it the one who offered up the meat, or the one who offered up the veggies? What are ancient humans trying to teach us there in that life lesson, guys? Hey. So let's look at this one here. And what's going on here? Okay, let me just move that over. There we go. So vegan mother wants son's football club to ditch meat sausages. Now, before we go through this article, I want to draw your attention to this YouTube channel, Low Carb Down Under. You can find it here. This is one I recommend you all become familiar with. My father-in-law used the guidelines and lessons from this site to essentially rid his need for insulin with his type 2 diabetes. And when we went down this path, we lost a lot of weight and we got quite healthy. But have a look here at Belinda Fetka, The Evolution of Plant-Based Dietary Guidelines. That's a video I suggest you all have a look at how our dietary guidelines have been influenced. And, well, religious movements have had a significant impact on dietary guidelines and recommendations, particularly in the US, particularly the Adventists. Before you blindly follow what the government tells you, look at who has influenced it in the past and where the money has come from and the ideological reasons behind it. So let's have a look at this. A vegan mum wants the son's footy club to ditch meat sausages. Oh boy, come on. A vegan mum has called on her son's footy club to ditch meat sausages and replace them with vegan options at the post-game barbecues. Now, I remember once we were at a party, and Rachel, being a loving wife, or maybe not, brought me a plate of food. And there was a sausage on that plate of food. Now, I consumed that sausage as the ever-trusting husband, my loving wife, and it wasn't meat. It was some vegan fake meat concoction sausage that tasted utter disgusting. I was concerned she was trying to kill me. Now she insists it was an accident. She didn't know. What do you think? Should I check that life insurance policy? But in all honesty, it was gross, guys. If we got a choice between eating the vegan meat and the bugs. I'd rather the bugs, I'll go, WF, eat the bugs before I eat the vegan sausages. And you can see now with all the Beyond Meat and all of those companies, their shares are tanking and they're profitable or they're not profitable. And every time there's a disaster, it's always the fake meat stuff that gets left in the grocery aisles. Because you can fast for a few days, guys. I requested that if sausages must be served, which I believe is not essential at a morning event, we swap out the regular sausages for vegan ones, she said in a statement. 9 News reported. I mean, come on. This is just fun. It's nice. She said the club advised her she could bring her own vegan sausages along to be placed on the barbecues. However, her son declined, saying he didn't want them to be cooked on the same grill as the meat sausages. Yeah, okay. There's no separate barbecue available to cook the food separately. Shiana, who has her own vegan YouTube channel, gave up meat 5 years ago and became aware of how animals were reared and slaughtered for meat, dairy, and eggs. Yeah, that's reality. Okay, we are... You're going to get a better quality of life eating animal products than not. She's only been doing it for 5 years. She's got no idea. Okay, give it a few more. They don't last. These vegan YouTubers, they all disappear after a while, or they all admit that they're faking it. I mean, this will be great for her. She'll get attention. It's been a decade since she became vegetarian. I believe if children knew the realities, they would be asking for vegan sausages, she said. No, not really. Not really. You've got to teach the kids. I have shown my children footage of slaughterhouses as part of our education that we provide them, where your food comes from. You have to face the reality and understand it. There's a project, Glass Doors or Glass Walls. You can look it up on YouTube. It's quite insightful, because a lot of the vegans and the animal rights activists will push. Well, they're political as well. They'll manipulate things. Beef sausages and bacon are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Yes, I mean, you need to look at how that was classified, the research that was based on. And the problem is with a lot of this dietary research and saying, oh, you'll get cancer from this, oh, this will make you live forever. It's based on survey data, asking people what they ate a particular time ago, and you have to memorize it. It's very dodgy. And, well, I think the World Health Organization, or who was it? There was a group that did it, and you look at it was a stacked panel as well. And that's been debunked. Her son, age 7, has been vegan for 5 years now. She told The Age her son felt excluded while his friends ate their sausages and was making them more ethical or health conscious. And okay. Now, this is all bullshit. There's no environment. Vegan and plant-based is not better for the environment. That's been debunked. Okay, that's complete bullshit. We know that's true. Ethical, that's a personal decision. If you think it is more ethical to not consume animals, I would argue that the increased burden of health issues on our society due to the prevalence of a high carbohydrate processed diet is going to cause greater issues than people eating animals. They're going to have more people with diabetes, more people dying earlier, more people having a lower quality of life. And this is the thing, when you think of vegan diets, don't think of, the whole trad wife living on a farm, picking up a carrot there and eating it out of the ground. It's highly processed crap. Okay, it is highly processed, full of garbage, full of seed oils, full of sugars. It's not healthy. Health conscious, that's questionable. Look at low carb down under, guys. Look at the doctors here, your doctors, health professionals, how they're essentially going, stuff the dietary guidelines. This is the outcomes I'm getting with my patients. Oh, hang on, something's going wrong. There we go. Let's keep going. She argued the club had fallen seriously short in the food it offers. It's a bloody barbecue for kids after a footy match. What the hell is she expecting? Oh, I mean, I've shared this story before, but when we sent our daughter to primary school for a term, What do you think she was teased about? The fact that she ate meat. You got vegan bullies now, guys. That's what they're bullying kids over. Even the bullying has become woke. Significant concerns about the health, ethical, and environmental impact of food in a place that is meant to encourage health and well-being. Well, here's the thing. Now I'm going to turn back to religious groups that will use high plant-based diets to, well, control, coerce, and weaken members. Look at all of the cults around the place. Look at Jamestown. Look at what the leaders consume. And then look at what the cult members consume. It's gruel. It's designed to weaken you. Now, we could go down a whole conspiracy tangent here. Maybe this is why the World WEF are pushing these diets to weaken and dim your brain so you can't understand. And you're just a compliant little person. I doubt that. I don't believe it. I think it's just another pathetic attempt at large corporates to try and milk money out of people, and it's falling over. She said while she preferred only vegan sausages, if the club continues to offer meat, it would be acceptable if parents were informed of the... Oh, come on. No. Oh. If that was to happen, the parents still chose it, then that's their choice. I would argue... you need to offer both. You need to argue the health benefits of meat as opposed to vegan diets. All of the dietary deficiencies that you're going to have. Then the children are going to be nutrient deficient. Has a child broken a leg yet? Broken a bone? How's the tooth development going? How much tooth decay do they have? You know, you can remineralize your teeth if you've got a hole and you're on a carbohydrate, on a low carb diet. That happened to Rachel. I couldn't believe it. She used to, every pregnancy, we've had our 7th child, early on she would have terrible problems with her teeth because she was eating the standard diet and her teeth would crack and crumble. She had to get an emergency root canal, switched over to an high animal product diet, and she had absolutely no problems at all with her teeth during her pregnancies. None at all. They got stronger. Everyone has a personal choice. However, children are largely unaware of these issues and what happens to animals. So they rely on their parents to make informed choices, and I think most children would choose to eat differently if they knew about the issues. Well, this is the thing. This lady has a biased view, and frankly, I don't think she is educated enough about the realities of what she's talking about. Okay, it's part of her identity now. This is her YouTube channel, so it's part of who she is. I mean, what's my YouTube channel about? You know, semi-boomer bitching about the economy and property and vegans, which is pretty standard now. So let's have a bit of a chat about this one, guys. What do you reckon here? Should the club fall? Should they provide an option for the vegans? Or is this just another sign about how we're becoming much too acceptable about everyone's whims and wishes? This is people trying to shift the culture. Okay, this is not a standard diet. Okay, in history, people didn't want to eat vegan foods. They did it to survive when they were malnourished. You want the meat. You need the animal products. It's better for your health. That's a fact. And just wait, look, dietary guidelines are slowly changing. They're slowly catching up. I want to see anyone who has managed to remove the need for insulin and reduce their weight going on a vegan diet and still maintained mental capacity, health, and not be nutrient deficient. I mean, you could do it. You could go down one of these vegan diets, but then you're just becoming a slave to the bloody pill popping supplement or companies. Which even that's a lot of bullshit too, to be quite honest. If you look at the bioavailability of the nutrients you're getting, of the vitamins they're giving you in some of those supplements, compared to what you can get in a bloody piece of meat, they're not the same. They may sound the same, they may say the same, but your body can process the vitamins and nutrients from meat a lot easier than they can from some of these substitutes. So just eat some liver. Have some liverwurst. That'll be my advice. Anyway, there you go, guys. Have a great day. And check out Low Carb Down Under. I highly recommend it. See you next time.